Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Rangers today is Brian Allard, whose record is 3-8 with a 6.01 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 11-3 with a 2.76 ERA. And so we won a close one yesterday, 2-1. A great game by Jerry Uger, who got us through 6 1/3. The bullpen took over from there, and they actually did their job. And Roger Weaver got his 5th save in 6 opportunities, his 9th overall, to lead the team. So a solid victory, one that we needed. And we are, if you take a look at the standings, 3 games back with 6 games to go. So we still are in need of a miracle. If you take a look at just the win column here, we're 2 back of Baltimore and only 1 back of New York and Boston. So we've played more games than any of those teams. So that's kind of the situation we're in. I mean, Baltimore, we've played the exact same amount, but Boston and New York will play catch up in total games. So that's going to be tricky to see how it plays out, but we have a chance mathematically. And also, I'd like to point out that today is the trade deadline in the game. And I've done all the trades I can do. We do have other expiring contracts over here, like Tom Brookins, Jeffrey Leonard, and Gary Hancock. Hancock and Leonard, Hancock for sure will be gone. Brookins we're going to keep. We'll have to renegotiate. And Jeffrey Leonard, I'd like to think, could be our right fielder next season. But his ratings are really low as the season has gone on. So I'm not really sure how I feel about Jeffrey Leonard just yet. So we do have $124,000 left in cash, and we have 4 games at home, which means we will probably be all right and have some money to negotiate contracts and to sign free agents whenever this season comes to an end. So taking a look at our pitcher today, it's going to be Dave Rozema, just absolutely tearing up the American League. 3rd in the AL in ERA right now. All of our bullpen is available. Lineup today versus the righty Brian Allard. This is our everyday lineup. I did put Jeffrey Leonard into right field. Otherwise, everybody is the same. Let's take a look at the Rangers lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop is Odie Davis. Batting second at first base is Terry Bogener. Batting third and DHing is Billy Sample. Batting cleanup and catching is Darrell Porter. Batting 5th in right field is Richie Zisk. Batting 6th and at third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting 7th at second base is Bump Wills. Batting 8th in left field is Johnny Grubb. And batting 9th in center field is Mickey Rivers. We'll take a look at Dave Rozema. Pretty much the main reason we are still in the race. 23rd start, 11-3 with that 2.76 ERA, 71 strikeouts in 156 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .224 against him, 3 complete games, 2 shutouts, including a shutout in his last start against Minnesota. And before that, he'd given up 2 earned runs or less in 9 starts. So, 10 starts in a row then, I guess, of 2 earned runs or less. He's won 7 games in a row, 7 decisions in a row. So, I mean, he's just been on fire. And by far our ace of the staff. And we need another one, as we are in desperate need of a win to stay alive. And here's the Tigers' defensive alignment for today, with Odie Davis leading off. Odie Davis was an all-star this season for the Rangers, and he starts off the game with a base hit into center field. So runner on first, Here's Terry Bogener playing today in place of Steve Garvey. And Odie Davis with his 78 speed tries to steal second, and Parrish guns him down. So one down. And then Bogener gets a base hit to left. And so the Rangers are 2 for 2. Runner on first, here's Billy Sample. Sample strikes out looking. 2 down. That's going to leave it up to the catcher, Darrell Porter, also an all-star this season, and he strikes out. So, after giving up 2 hits, Rozema strikes out the last 2 batters, and we're going to the bottom of the first. Here is the lineup for the Tigers today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth and DHing is Garry Hancock. Batting seventh in right field is Jeffrey Leonard. Batting eighth at first base is Greg Brock. And batting ninth at third base is Tommy Brookins. Pitching for the Rangers today is Brian Allard, making his 13th start. He's 3-8 with that 6.01 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. Opponents are betting .292 against him. We have seen him once this year. Take a look back. Way back in June, he got the win. He went 7 innings against the Tigers, giving up 2 earned runs, 3 overall, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. So he's bested us once. And here's Whitaker leading off. You should take a look at the defensive alignment for the Rangers. And Whitaker, as I mentioned, leading off. Ground ball right back to Allard. And he's tossed out for the first out of the bottom of the inning. Next up is Rickey Henderson. Line drive to right. 2 down. And then Gibby strikes out. That is a bad start. We're going to the top of the second. No score. Here is Richie Zisk. He's got a pair of home runs against Rozema in his career, and he shoots it into right center field all the way to the wall, and he's got himself a leadoff double. 3 hits against Rozema so far. So runner in scoring position. Here's Tucker Ashford. Ground ball to Trammell. Trammell throws him out. Zisk holds at second. So 1 down. Next up is Bump Wills. A long fly ball to center field. Zisk tags up, takes third base, and that's the second out. So 2 down. Up next is Johnny Grubb, former Detroit Tiger, future Detroit Tiger, I guess I should say. And Rozema strikes out Grubb to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Trammell leading off, batting .298 with 18 home runs and a line drive to short. And Davis makes the catch. So 1 down. Lance Parrish, 3 for 4 with a home run against Allard. He takes strike 3 looking. So 5 straight batters for Allard. And Hancock grounds out to second. So the Tigers' offense has been terrible this past week. We've got nothing going so far, with Mickey Rivers leading off. And he gaps it all the way to the wall. He's got himself a triple. 4 hits giving up for Rozema. That is very un-Rosie-like. Let's see if we can pull the infield in once and make this work. Ground ball to first. Brock goes home and gets the lead runner, Rivers. So Rivers is tagged out at the plate. This keeps the score at 0-0 with Terry Bogener. Up next, a ground ball that gets past Brock at first. Davis goes to third. Bogener stretches it into a double. 5 hits against Rozema. This is trouble. I know we can't pull the same thing again. So we have to hope Rozema can dig himself out. Nope, base hit. 2-0. So 2 RBI single for Sample. We could not keep him off the board. 6 hits against Rozema. As he gets his 4th strikeout. As he sets down Darrell Porter. And then Richie Zisk strikes out. So 5 Ks in 3 innings for Rozema, but he gives up 2 runs. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. We're down 2. Here's Jeffrey Leonard walking, first base runner for the Tigers. Let's get him going. Let's get some runners in motion. Brock hits it right back to Allard. Have we even hit the ball to the outfield yet? I don't think so. Ground ball by Brookins. That'll get Leonard to 3rd. And leave it up to Whitaker. And there's a base hit up the middle. Leonard scores. Tigers cut the lead to 1. It's 2-1. Let's take a look at the catcher. It's Porter. It's not Jim Sundberg, who we know's got a rifle. Darrell Porter's arm is pretty solid at 82. We'll take a look at his fielding. 23% overall. But, yeah, we're not going to fall for that. We fell for that against the last team we played, and they just gunned us down all day long. Hey, there we go. Rickey be Rickey. Hitting a home run into left field, and it's 3-2 as the Tigers take the lead. 14th home run. I can count on Henderson to get home runs, but not stolen bases. And then a line drive by Gibby will end the inning. So the Tigers come back after giving up 2 and take the lead 3-2. So Rozema right back in the game now. Tucker Ashford leading off. Line drive to the left. Gibby makes the play. There's 1 down. Bump Will slams it right to the dirt in front of the home plate, and Parrish can't field it. Bump Will safe on an error, and he's got some, well, above average speed, but he did lead the American League in stolen bases 1 year. And then Johnny Grubb hits a slow grounder to Whitaker, and they turn 2. 4-6-1. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with Trammell leading off. Trammell hits a fly ball to left. 1 down. It's going to bring up Parrish. Hey, base hit down the right field line all the way into the corner. Oh, but he can only get to 1 bag out of it. I guess Richie Zisk got it in quickly. Richie Zisk, not a good fielding right fielder. I've told the story before, but my first glove was a Richie Zisk model. Hey, Parrish takes 2nd on the wild pitch. And then Hancock shoots it to center. Do we want to tag up? Oh, wow, that's all the way to the wall. It's good to throw it 282 feet on a BB to get Parrish. 60% chance. And Parrish is out. 60% is really like 10%. And that'll end the inning on the double play. We go to the top of the 5th with Mickey Rivers, the lefty, leading off. He had a triple and then was thrown out at the plate. Here he pops it up into foul ground on the first base side. And Brock makes the play. So 1 down. Odie Davis up next. And Rozema walks him. 6 hits and a walk now for Rosie. Terry Bogener, 2 for 2 today. Pops it up. And Brock makes the play. 2 down. Billy Sample, batting .260 versus righties, strikes out. Who is this guy? Rozema, man, he's striking out everybody today. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers still hold the lead 3-2. Jeffrey Leonard leading off. Popping it up to the second baseman, Wills, 1 down. Greg Brock up next. Line drive to right. Caught by Zisk. And with 2 down, Tommy Brookins steps in. He's 0 for 3 against Allard, and he strikes out looking. All right, we're going to the top of the 6th. Take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game, if we're going to say anything about the Tigers' offense, I guess we have to give it to Henderson, who's 1 for 2 with a home run, 2-run shot. Okay, so Rozema only at 62 pitches, but not looking like our traditional Rosie today. And he gives up the long ball to Porter. 462 feet just to right of the center field marker there. That is his 11th home run on the season, team leading 11th home run, and the game is tied. And then a base hit by Zisk, 8 hits. We are running out of patience with Rozema today. Oh, that's it right there. Rosie gives up another home run to Tucker Ashford. That is Ashford's 10th home run on the season. And that'll do it, as Rosie clearly doesn't have it today. We tried. That's going to jack up his ERA and his chance for the American League leader in that category. We're going to bring in Keith Comstock, his first appearance since being recalled after the trade of Underwood. We'll take a look at him real quick. He's been pretty shitty. 22nd appearance. 7 ERA. He was so good last year, too, in limited duty coming over in the trade from Minnesota. Opponents are betting 270 against him. He's got a couple blown saves, but we're down 2, and let's see if he can help us out next year, maybe. As Wills pounds it into the dirt, right back to Comstock. He tosses him out. 1 down. Johnny Grubb up next, betting 189 versus lefties. And Comstock gets Grubb to fly out to right. So 2 down. Mickey Rivers up next, and a ground ball to second base. And Whitaker flips it over to first. So 3 runs, 2 homers. And the Tigers are down 2 here in the 6th. Sweet Lou leading off 1 for 2 in a ribby today. A base hit up the middle. That's a good way to start the 6th. Okay, we're going to let Rickey Henderson swing away. Okay, runner on first then for Gibson as Henderson strikes out. Gibby hasn't been doing crap lately. There's a base hit into left field as Whitaker takes third. First and third, 1 out. We need to get one of these runs back. We're going to try the old hit and run. Gibby, 92 speed, and come on. He throws it by him on a 78-mile-an-hour changeup. Man. So, 2 down as Gibby is successful stealing second base. That is his 15th on the season. He's going to leave the Parrish to do something, and he does nothing as he pops it up into the outfield grass as Brookins makes the play. I'm sorry, not Brookins, but the third baseman, Ashford. And we go to the top of the 7th. We've got a bunch of righties coming up. We're going to bring in Tom Filer. So a big missed opportunity there. And you can see it slipping through our fingers as Filer does get Davis to ground out to third. Bogener can't even get this guy out today as he does ground it back to Filer. And then Billy Sample hits a ground ball to second, and a 1-2-3 inning for Filer. Good job. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Garry Hancock leading off. Flipping it into center. Is that going to fall in for a hit? It does. A base hit for Hancock, his first of the day, and it's runner on first with nobody out. I have no idea what to do. I don't feel like calling any plays work. Maybe I just let him swing away as Leonard gets a base hit. Hancock on third. That's Leonard's first hit today. Tigers with 7 hits. And now Greg Brock. Oh, man. Ground ball to short. That's a double play. Hancock does score. We get a run in, so it's 5-4 with Brookins, which is just awful. We're going to the top of the 8th. 5-4. And we got a lefty and a couple of righties. Well, I mean, what are we saving the righties for? We're going to bring in Tom Hume. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a lefty and then a couple of righties. My bad. So we are going to undo that. And we're going to bring in Cappy to face Porter. I don't like that either, actually. We're going to bring in Rucker to face Porter, because Rucker's on loogie. 2-0, 1.74 ERA. Opponent's batting 195 against him. And lefties are batting 135. So here's Darrell Porter. He does bat pretty well versus lefties. Not this time, as Rucker strikes him out. Good job. We're going to bring in Tom Hume to face Richie Zisk. Hume was our closer, and that's why he's not anymore, as he hits Zisk in the kneecap. But he walks it off. He's on first. Next up is Tucker Ashford. Ground ball to third. Round the horn. There we go. So Hume pitches himself out of that inning with a ground ball, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Sweet Lou leading off against Brian Allard. Ground ball right back to Allard. 1 down. We need a miracle here. We need a long ball from somebody. Henderson's already got one as he grounds out. Oh, it's an error by Bump Wills. We'll take it. It's a freebie. Now, I mean, he should be able to I should be able to just think it in my head, and Henderson should steal second base. But there's no chance. And Allard is tired, so maybe if Gibby drops it in, it's going to be caught. Man, I got to have him try to steal second base. We got to get him in scoring position. It's a fool's errand as he pitch out, and he's caught. It's unbelievable. It's total bullshit, to be honest. As you take a look here at his stats, 22 caught stealings in 30 with 30 successes. So 30 out of 52. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it's just a huge flaw in this game that really pisses me off, to be honest. So we're going to bring in our last lefty, which is Capizzello. Line drive by Wills. There's 1 down. Grubb strikes out. Rivers hits a ground ball past Brookins. So Rivers is on first for Odie Davis. And Davis will fly out to center. Okay, we're going to the 9th. I need some alcohol. I'm not going to pause. You just have to hear me slug this back. That's the good stuff. Oh, my gosh. All right. Sorry if that was gross. But you asked for it. So here is Trammell. He was at the plate when Henderson took a stroll to second base. Hey, there's Trammell. Oh, and an error. So a base hit, and Trammell is standing on second base. Oh, Parrish. Man, he's come through so much. So I just want to mention here that Gibson, Trammell, and Parrish all have 11 votes for player of the game. The leader was Jason Thompson, but we traded him away. So when the season ends, whenever that is, I'm going to leave it up to the viewers to vote for the Tigers MVP of the season. I mean, even Rozema kind of deserves it, maybe some votes. So I'll let you know who is eligible, and I will let you guys make that vote. And this could go a long way right here for Parrish. Base hit to center field. Trammell will score. And it's all tied at 5. So that's one pitch too late as they yank out Allard. They bring in Jim Kern, who is their closer, and this guy has been pretty good. He was an all-star. He's 2-4 with a 2.34 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. That's weird, considering what he did last season. Potes batting .223 against him. He's got 21 saves in 25 opportunities. And Allard cannot get the win. We're going to take Parrish out of the game. We're going to bring in a pinch runner. And that pinch runner will have to be Mark Wagner. I got no speed on the bench, but it is what it is. And we have a good hit-and-run guy up in Garry Hancock, so we can feel good here. Ground ball to second. Wagner takes second base. So runner in scoring position with only one out. And we're going to take out Jeffrey Leonard, and we're going to bring in Richie. I keep thinking Reggie's going to have a moment. It's a lefty. He's 1 for 3 in his career against Kern, back when he was a Yankee. Oh, they're going to walk him. You coward. All right. That's the smart move. So Reggie is coming out. Glenn Wilson is actually slower. Oh, no. Bobby Ramos. He's got 74 speed. Barbaro Garbe, not Barbaro the horse who raced. He always got 80 speed. Okay. There we go. So Barbaro, we will not make dog food out of him if he scores. Okay, so we have him on first. No horses were hurt in the recording of this. So we have Greg Brock, runners on first and second. Pretty much the season on the line here with Greg Brock. Base hit up the middle. Will Wagner score? Yeah. Oh, do we want to send him? Oh, look where he's at. No way, not with that arm. Oh, that is cruel. Cruel. No. Can't do it. Now we've got bases loaded for Tom Brookins. Skills. Oh, okay. He's 99 on sac fly. That's all I need him to do. Just not hit into a double play. Tom could be the hero of this game. Here we go. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, we're going to get it to Whitaker at least. Okay. So 2 down. Sweet Lou. He's 2 for 4 on the day with an RBI. The winning run is 90 feet away. Here we go. Come on, Lou. Lou! They're not booing. They're saying Lou. Tigers win 6-5. Wow, that was a game that we won. 6-5. Good job. Let's take a look at the standings. We are 2.5 back as the Yankees lose. They fall out of first, and the Boston Red Sox have now taken first place. This is tight. 4 teams within 2.5. In the West, Minnesota is holding on to that 1.5 game lead. Holy cow. I'm going to need to have a much stiffer drink here in a moment. Couple of injuries. Gene Richards out 8 months. He'll be back in time for spring training, I believe. And Harry Chapass will be out for 11 days. Okay, there were no trades. So the trade deadline passed, and there was nothing to mention. Our trade was the last. Okay, so let's pull up the box score and take a look and see who was the player of the game. It's got to be Sweet Lou, right? He had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, I guess, right? That's it. We're going to give it to Sweet Lou. Great job by Louie. Important home run by Rickey Henderson. He can't be at the top of the lineup. George Capizzello gets his 5th win in relief. He's 5-2. And Brian Allard pitched really well until they left him in there past his pitch count, and he takes a loss. He's 3-9. A couple of dongs for the Rangers. Darrell Porter and Tucker Ashford hit their 11th and 10th respectively. And that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2, which is going to be Jack Morris, who's been pitching really poorly. We need another one from him. With our 4-man rotation, we will see Rozema again, and we will see a second start from Jack Morris before the season's over. So Rozema will not have to end on this dog, and maybe they can even work us into the playoffs. So we'll take a 1-game playoff tie. We'll do that. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with game number 2. Until then, everyone have a great night.